Today, we revisit Porridge, the unforgettable television series that captured the humor, heart, and challenges of life behind bars with wit, warmth, and unforgettable characters. Its sweeping story, brought to life by brilliant performances, left audiences with memories that still resonate decades later. But as time has passed, many of the remarkable actors who gave their talent to this classic have sadly left us. Whether they carried a leading role or appeared for just a short time, each one added something unforgettable, a spark of life that stayed in the hearts of viewers long after the screen faded. Peter Vaughan, the legendary English actor, born Peter Ewart Ohm on April 4, 1923, in the small market town of Wem, Shropshire, peacefully passed away on December 6, 2016, at the age of 93 from natural causes, leaving behind a career that spanned nearly 70 years and touched every corner of British theatre, film, radio, and television. He is perhaps most fondly remembered for his role as Harry Grout, or Grouty, in the beloved sitcom Porridge and its 1979 film adaptation, a character whose cunning, menacing charm and sharp wit left an unforgettable mark on audiences despite appearing in just a few episodes, turning him into one of television's most memorable villains who could intimidate with a glance and amuse with a line. Born to an Austrian immigrant father who worked at a bank and a mother who was a nurse, Vaughan experienced a challenging childhood and adolescent years, often feeling like a loner. But it was during these early times that he discovered a passion for performance, first experiencing the thrill of applause while reciting a poem in school. After attending Uttoxeter Grammar School, he joined the Wolverhampton Repertory Theatre in 1939, gaining invaluable experience before serving bravely as a second lieutenant in the Royal Corps of Signals during World War II, seeing action in Normandy, Belgium, and the Far East, and witnessing the liberation of Changi Prison in Singapore. Returning from the war, he slowly built his acting career, beginning with small roles, often as policemen or minor characters in films like The 39 Steps, Village of the Damned, and The Victors, gradually earning more prominent parts in Smokescreen, Straw Dogs, The Remains of the Day, and Terry Gilliam's Time Bandits and Brazil, always bringing a layered intensity and authenticity to his characters, whether menacing, vulnerable, or morally complex. On television, besides Grouty, he's shown in Citizen Smith, Chaucer, Our Friends in the North, where he earned a BAFTA nomination for portraying Felix, a dementia-stricken father, and finally gained renewed fame with his portrayal of the blind, wise Master Aemon in HBO's Game of Thrones, a role he performed with dignity and depth despite his own partial blindness. Vaughan's personal life was marked by devotion to family. After his first marriage to actress Billie Whitelaw ended in divorce in 1966, he married actress Lilias Walker, and together they raised their son David, along with two stepdaughters, creating a loving home that endured until his passing. Even in his final years, Vaughan remained committed to his craft, performing roles into his late 80s and early 90s, exemplifying his philosophy that a true character actor never truly retires but continues to live through each role he embraces. Peter Vaughan's death was a peaceful one, surrounded by loved ones, yet his presence continues to resonate through every memorable role he inhabited, particularly as Grouty, whose cleverness, menace, and humor remain emblematic of Vaughan's rare gift to transform even a small role into something timeless, ensuring that his artistry, dedication, and humanity will be remembered long after the curtains fell. Patricia Brake, the cherished English actress, born Patricia Ann Kennedy on June 25, 1942, in Bath, Somerset, passed away on May 28, 2022, at the age of 79 after a long and brave battle with cancer, leaving behind a remarkable legacy of talent, dedication, and warmth that touched generations of audiences. She is most fondly remembered for her unforgettable role as Ingrid Fletcher, the eldest daughter of Norman Stanley Fletcher, in the beloved BBC sitcom Porridge and its sequel Going Straight, a character who combined kindness, wit, and grounded charm, perfectly complementing Ronnie Barker's cunning yet lovable Fletcher, and making viewers fall in love with the Fletcher family dynamic. Patricia's journey into acting began early, as she pursued her passion at the age of 16 at the Bristol Old Vic Theatre School, and then honed her craft in repertory theatre at Salisbury Playhouse and the White Rose Players in Harrogate. She quickly rose in the theatre world, joining the Royal Shakespeare Company in Stratford-upon-Avon while still in her teens, performing alongside the likes of Judi Dench, Diana Rigg, Ian Holm, and Ian Richardson, notably as Hermia in Peter Hall's celebrated production of A Midsummer Night's Dream, which cemented her skill in blending classical technique with emotional depth. On television, Patricia's versatility shone through decades of work, from classic soaps like Coronation Street, EastEnders, and Emmerdale, to comedies like Second Time Around, The Glums, Troubles and Strife, and sketches with the legendary Two Ronnies and Morecambe and Wise, where her comedic timing, cockney charm, and natural charisma made her a favorite of both audiences and co-stars. Her film appearances, including My Lover, My Son, and The Optimists of Nine Elms, alongside her stage work in the West End in productions like Neil Simon's The Odd Couple and Woody Allen's Play It Again, Sam, highlighted her remarkable range, able to move effortlessly between drama, comedy, and literary adaptations. Even in her later years, she remained fearless in her craft, delivering moving performances in shows such as Manhunt in 2021, portraying a rape victim with sensitivity and depth, proving her commitment to challenging and meaningful storytelling until the end. Patricia's personal life, though marked by 2 marriages, first to actor Robert M.C. Bain, with whom she had 2 children and adopted 1, and later to Michael Kennedy, who passed in 2011, reflected the same warmth, love, and devotion she brought to her roles, leaving behind children, stepchildren, and grandchildren who cherished her deeply. Her battle with cancer was long and courageous, and her passing was mourned widely by colleagues, friends, and fans, with her agent remembering her as a soap stalwart who would forever be remembered as an outstanding feed for comedy greats. Patricia Brake's life and career were a testament to talent, resilience, and grace, and her portrayal of Ingrid Fletcher, alongside countless other roles, continues to resonate, leaving a lasting mark on British theatre, television, and the hearts of all who admired her extraordinary work. Maurice Denham, the beloved English character actor who brought warmth, wit, and extraordinary charm to generations of audiences, passed away on July 24, 2002, at the age of 92, leaving behind a legacy of unforgettable performances across radio, television, film, and stage. Known for his remarkable versatility, Maurice captured the hearts of Porridge fans as the Honorable M.R. Justice Stephen Raleigh, the judge who ends up sharing a cell with Ronnie Barker's Norman Stanley Fletcher, bringing his signature blend of dignity, subtle humor, and humanity to the role. Born William Maurice Denham on December 23, 1909, in Beckenham, Kent, he was the third of 4 children to Eleanor Winifred and Norman Denham. From a young age, Maurice displayed a curiosity and intelligence that later defined his performances. Before stepping into the world of acting, he trained as a lift engineer and even played amateur rugby, but his true passion lay in performance. He began his professional acting career in 1934 with repertory theatre and soon became a household name through radio. mastering over 60 distinct voices in beloved programs such as It's That Man Again and Much Binding in the Marsh, and famously providing all the voices in the animated classic Animal Farm 1954. His film career was equally impressive, with memorable appearances in The Day of the Jackal, Sink the Bismarck, 84 Charing Cross Road, and Our Man in Havana, often portraying charming, slightly eccentric gentlemen, aristocrats, or military officers with subtle humor and impeccable timing. Maurice also graced television screens in Edward and M.R.S. Simpson, Rumpole of the Bailey, Inspector Morse, Doctor Who, and many more, while continuing to shine on stage in productions like Macbeth and Uncle Vanya. In 1992, his lifetime of dedication to the arts was honored with an OBE, recognizing his immense contribution to British entertainment. Despite a career spanning over 6 decades, Maurice remained humble, devoted to his family, and cherished by colleagues for his warmth and professionalism. He married Elizabeth Dunn in 1936, and together they had 3 children. And although his beloved wife Margaret Dunn passed away in 1971, his family remained central to his life. Maurice Denham passed away of natural causes at Denville Hall, a home for retired actors, leaving behind a career that touched countless lives, a legacy of extraordinary performances, and the memory of a man whose talent, kindness, and subtle genius will continue to resonate in the hearts of audiences forever.